Mile End. Hello, Meg.
Hello, Nick. Good evening.
Meg.
Yes. Yes, I wanted to talk about globalization. And one thing that I find really curious is that the left, people like myself, the left have traditionally been a party that's pro-union, anti-monopoly, and anti-globalism. But now, globalism is another word for monopoly on a worldwide scale.
No, it's not.
And, you know,
it's not. It's it's worldwide trade. Globalism. It's companies trading without borders. Yes. Well, what's that got to do with monopoly? That's the opposite of a monopoly.
With deregulation,
yeah.
It basically means that corporations have the power to come to different countries without restrictions, and generally.
No, not without restrictions. Which country allows them to come in without restrictions?
Well, less regulation is what they push for. Less regulation. Hence they call it free trade.
Yes, but the people that benefit from free trade are the people. If it weren't for free trade, everything would cost more.
Yes, that's wonderful. Well, the corporations they come along and they compete with the local shops. Now I come from. I guess a lot of people like the idea of the European Union and the Federation of the European Union, a big super state. I actually grew up in a big super state called the United States of America. And my experience of globalization is that it creates a homogeneity of culture. And the nature of monopolies is that with monopolies pushing out all other business, eventually you get a homogeneity of culture.
Yes,
if it keeps going, we'll all be shopping. We'll all be shopping at Primark for our clothes.
No, I agree with you.
We'll all be going to IKEA for.
I agree with you. Yes. But
this is monopoly to the extreme. Please let me finish.
Oh God! Well, how long are you going to go on for before I can get a word in edgeways?
You talk all night long, so.
It's a talk show, Meg.
Well, look, this is an important concept.
Go on, then.
Okay. Well, globalization. Now, you've been going on. What percentage?
Wait a minute. Are you just changing subject now? I wanted to get in on the topic that you were just talking about. Now you've switched.
Okay, well, let's talk about globalization. Globalization is...
No, you're talking about homogenization. Now, what you're leaving out is the will of the consumer, as though we are all just like robots that have been programmed to buy whatever is nastiest and cheapest. But that's not true. I mean, people can use their money to buy locally. They can use it to buy artisanally made rare products rather than just some cheap plastic crap that's been imported from China. That's people's choice. It's us that are doing it, Meg. It's not evil corporations that are coming in and insisting that we all buy.
Can I get a word in now, please?
No, I haven't finished my word. God. It's swings and roundabouts, Meg. I speak, then you speak. It's us. Almost everything that is at fault in the world is our fault, Meg. It's not evil corporations coming in and insisting we all buy a McMuffin and a Starbucks shake, or whatever the hell they sell over there. It's us who have turned our backs on the mum and dad run businesses that used to populate the high street and have now been moved out because we decided not to shop there. We want to go to the Mega Mart on the outskirts of town and do all our shopping in one place because it's convenient. You can park and all of that other the ephemeral, the superficial stuff.
You're in charge of that, and you can cut me off at any time. And it's wonderful that you've got such an advantage. But let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What percentage of the population
6
would you say actually are full-on right-wing racists in England? What percentage?
I have no idea, Meg. What a bizarre
Seriously,
question.
Can you make a guess?
No. 100%.
Well, all I hear in the media
is it 99?
that people that vote for Brexit or against globalization, you know.
No, I don't think that they're. I don't think they're against globalization.
This is a serious question. Yeah.
If I went into the street with a clipboard and asked people what globalization was, I bet they wouldn't. I bet I would get 100 people who looked at me as though I just dropped in from Mars. People didn't vote to get out of the EU because of globalization.
Flippant. Honestly, don't be flippant.
I'm not being flippant.
Like a man. Argue like a man. All right.
Well, what does that mean? Can I argue like a woman?
You're avoiding the subject because you don't.
No, I'm not avoiding the subject. You said that people voted to get out of the EU because of globalization, and I would very much doubt whether the average person in the street knows what globalization is.
You just don't want to argue like an adult. You don't want to have a proper debate, do you?
What's the question, Meg?
You've already got the advantage. You've got your own show, right?
Meg, what is the question?
Do you want me? Okay, the question is, I asked you, what percentage do you think...
Yeah, I've got no idea. What a daft question. How am I supposed to know the answer to that? How many people are racists?
I just asked you a simple question.
And I just gave you the answer.
No. You can't debate, can you?
Hell's teeth, Meg. You asked me what percentage of people in this country are racist. How am I supposed to know the answer to that? You're a card and no mistake. What an outrageous statement. Argue like a man. That's the most sexist thing I've ever heard in my life. Can argue like a lady if I like. Or a woman. What percentage of the population are racists? 100%. Racism is inbuilt in the human psyche. We're naturally programmed to be fearful of those that are unlike ourselves. So if you want to call that racism, then we are all racist, whether we'd like to admit it or not. Does that answer your question? 0345 60. But, you know, it was a great call, and she's a nice person. 0345, and I wish her all the best. Just as long as she doesn't rush to the phone and call me up again.